Okay, you guys, so the time has come for my cut. I just came off of my 5.5, almost 6 month lean bulk. If you want more information on how I did that or what the process looked like for that, I'll do that in an entirely different video because this video is going to be completely dedicated to what I'm changing to make sure I'm going on my cut properly. So in this video, we're going to touch 5 main topics. Okay, there's going to be a difference in training. There's going to be a difference in calories, nutrition. There's going to be a difference in recovery, hydration, and cardio. So I'm going to go into all of these topics and let you know exactly what I'm doing for myself currently during my cut. So first and foremost, how long is my cut going to be? Like 12 to 16 weeks. I really don't want it to bleed into 16 weeks. I would like this to be a simple and quick cut. So we're aiming for 12 weeks as of right now. Just so you know, I started my cut at 156 pounds. Just for reference, I'm like 5'5", 5'6" is debatable. But I started at 156. I got down to 146 in the first week, and now I'm at 149. So there's a little bit of, some peaks and valleys when it comes to weight. I want you guys to know that when you're going on a cut, please do not focus on the scale. It is going to be very misleading because though the scale is a great tool of measurement, it's not the only tool, and you're only seeing one side of the picture, okay? So why did I go up in pounds? I went from 146 to 149, and I'm 149, and I'm still in a deficit, and I'm still doing cardio. It's simple. Monday, I had a crazy leg day. My quads are super pumped. I also had a strain, so there's an injury, right, which is inflammation, and I'm also ovulating. So my cycle is also making me retain water. All of these things are going to impact the number on the scale. Does that mean that I am still not losing weight? Or does it mean that I'm not losing body fat? No. So because I went up in weight on the scale, it does not mean that I'm still not losing body fat, okay? It's just my body just having reactions to things. So please, please, please do not be hard on yourself. Understand consistency is the name of the game. Just keep showing up, okay? With that being said, the first thing that I'm changing is calories. So we're gonna go over calories right now. My maintenance calories is a little around 1,900 calories, a little bit higher than that, 2,100, in that range. You are never going to have a true maintenance calorie. Your body is constantly changing. Your body composition is constantly changing. Therefore, your maintenance calories are going to constantly be changing, okay? The more muscle mass or lean muscle tissue you have in your body, the more calories you're burning at rest, okay? For every pound of lean muscle tissue you have, you're burning an extra 50 calories on top of whatever it is that you're doing on maintenance. So this number is going to fluctuate. So when I say my maintenance is around 1,900 to 2,100, I know that if I'm eating within that range, I'm going to maintain the weight that I have right now, okay? With that being said, I carb cycled for my cut. So carb cycling really just means on some days I'm having more carbs, on other days I'm having less carbs. So on my leg days, which are going to be the most energy demanding days, and my workload is going to be the heaviest, my carbs are higher, and that's the highest that I'm going to be at. My calories are around maintenance, so it's going to be at the 1,900. But Neb, you're in a deficit. Yes, that's where the carb cycle comes in because the rest of the week, I am way under 1,900 calories. I go all the way down to like 800 calories on a Sunday and a Sunday only because I am fasting on Sundays. So just to recap and make this as simple as possible, on my leg days and the days that I'm using the most energy, my carbs are the highest. And then I trickle them down. So if I'm at 175 grams of carbs on Monday, which is my leg day, on my upper body, I'm down to 150, then I'll go down to 75 grams. And then on my off days or the days where I'm doing absolutely nothing or I'm fasting, which is Sunday, and it's really just stretching and mobility, those days are gonna be near no carbs, okay? And that is what I'm doing personally for me for this cut. So the next thing I changed was my cardio. Now, when I was on my lean bulk, I personally wasn't doing no cardio. I don't like cardio. I don't care for cardio. Is it the best thing to do? No. Cardio also helps with recovery and blood flow and circulation. So you do want to have some sort of cardio in your routine anyway. You don't want to completely fall off the grid with it. But I had been coming from doing cardio so excessively and so much that I really decided to just give myself a break. During my bulk, I really wanted to focus on rest and recovery. So I took my training amount or volume down and I got rid of cardio. Okay. I really made sure I was focusing on heavy lifts and I was spending more time just resting and recovering and resting between exercises. So now that I'm starting my cut and I'm going in a deficit, I'm picking up my cardio. And the way that that's going is I'm picking it up slowly, so incrementally. Right now, I'm doing 40 minutes of cardio a day. I'm doing 20 minutes in the morning fasted, and I'm doing 20 minutes post-workout, low steady state cardio. Okay, my heart rate is around 135 beats. during these sessions. So they're really not intense. I can do them for long durations of time if need be. And I'm also doing track 2 times a week. Something else that I personally incorporated is more of a hybrid training style. Before, I was strictly just doing like a bodybuilding style type routine. And now I'm trying to be more athletically rounded. So I'm doing track 2 times a week. On Tuesdays, I'm doing conditioning days. And on Saturdays, I am doing explosive and sprint training. So those are also considered workouts, and I'm doing only 20 minutes of cardio on those days. Every other day, it's 40 minutes of cardio every single day. So next up is hydration, and I really want you to focus on this, okay? Especially if you're going to be doing any type of fasting like I am, intermediate fasting, whatever split it is that you're doing, regardless, please focus on hydration, okay? Just drinking water here and there is not gonna get the job done. Lack of hydration is going to affect your endurance. It's gonna affect your stability. If you are trying to build muscle or just maintain the muscle that you have while you're going on a cut, by you not being able to come up and show up strong and efficient in the gym, it's counterproductive, right? The name of the game, progressive overload. If you are trying to build strength and build mass and you're showing up at 20% efficiency because you're dehydrated and you don't realize it, what are you doing? You're not really doing anything. It's also going to impact your recovery. Water is making sure that toxins and waste are being moved throughout the body. It's also determining how much blood and oxygen flow you're getting into your muscles, which is what is the transportation of nutrient delivery to your muscles, right? So if you're not hydrated, you're really impacting yourself and you're setting yourself back more than you think. And it's not just drink water, it's make sure that you're getting hydrated from the water, okay? So make sure you're retaining as much of what you need. Put like Himalayan pink salt, you can put Celtic salt in your water, or you can put hydration tablets. Just be conscious of what ingredients are in those, but please, please, please make sure you are hydrated, especially on your cut. Okay, next up is gonna be training. What did my training style change to? I did speak about it a little bit during the beginning of the video, but to really just get into this in more detail, the way my split looks is on Monday, I am doing a quad focus day with glutes. On Tuesday, I am doing fasted cardio in the morning and I am doing conditioning training and I'm doing upper body, okay? On Wednesday, it's an off day for me. On Thursday, I have hamstrings and glutes. On Friday, I have upper body again. And then on Saturday, I am doing sprint training and explosive training plus my 20 minutes of fasted cardio in the morning. On all of those days that I'm not doing the track, I am also doing 20 minutes post workout, okay? 20 minutes of cardio post workout. This split itself is a lot more volume. It's a lot more intense as opposed to when I was on my bulk and I was really just focused on building strength and building muscle mass and building size. And that split obviously did not involve the track at all. My cardio was, again, diminished. It was non-existent. And I was really just focused on putting on as much muscle as possible, right? Rest, recovery, etc. So this is the switch that I've made currently for my training program. So this is an updated training routine. If I change it again, I'll let you guys know. But as of today, this is what it is looking like. Okay, and lastly is recovery and what I'm doing for recovery. So obviously this is going to be like a key factor if you want to see any type of result anywhere. If you are overtrained, you're really just beating yourself up for no reason in the gym. So I'm doing a few things to help with recovery. Okay, number one, I'm doing ice baths. I'm working with a coach myself, and he wants me to do ice baths 15 minutes before my leg workout, which is crazy, but we're doing it. I'm also making sure I'm getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And if you're the type of person that you're having issues sleeping or falling asleep at night, what I do is I put like yoga meditation music on right before I go to bed. I cut off all electronics or, blue light to my face at least an hour before I go to sleep. And I try to stop drinking anything by like 6 p.m. Because if I'm drinking like well into the night, I'm going to be back and forth to the bathroom nonstop, especially if you're using things that are helping you hydrate. Your body's just going to be soaking everything up and then using everything that it can. So you want to make sure your recovery is on point, and believe it or not, making sure that your microbiome is good. I know that's nutrition. It is. But if you don't have a healthy gut or a good gut integrity, your micronutrients are going to be off, and the way you're breaking down your macronutrients are going to be off. And if you're not fueled, you're not restored, you're not recovered. So all of these things kind of fall in line. So I was debating where I wanted to put making sure I'm getting digestive enzymes and probiotics and some sort of super green food in. And I decided I was going to put that in with recovery because it just all like lines up with itself. So for my clients personally, I give them a fitness tracker that actually gauges their recovery. If you're familiar with the watch, I'm sure you've seen it before. But I just provide them this. So I'm able to see how much metabolic stress they're under for the workouts, how well they recovered throughout that night's rest, and just the stress throughout the day. And then I'm able to alter their workouts for the rest of the week or make adjustments if need be, or maybe give them rest days sooner, depending on the feedback that I get back from the watch. So that also helps if you're somebody that can get a watch like that. I highly recommend finding one that's going to track your rest and recovery because it is so, so important. Okay, you guys, and that is pretty much it. That is going to sum up the entirety of what I'm doing for my cut and how I plan to drop a whole bunch of body fat real soon. But I'll keep you guys updated with the progress. If you want to know what's going on and any adjustments that I'm making, you can just subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions about how I can help you get onto your cut journey, you can just click the link in my bio. If you're curious about the tracker that I use, I'll probably look for, like, I'll find the link or something and put it in the description. And if you are someone that's suffering from gut health and need any sort of help with recovery, I'll also put the link below of the products that I use. Again, you're not required or demanded to use any of these products. It's just what I use. So I'm just passing that message along. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in and hope to see you guys back.